I'm kidding on. But everything should be ready to go here as Gross Noobs versus I Don't Know gets underway. A best of 5 once again. One of these teams will get their spot in the final, a spot into the money, a spot for each chance to win Rendezvous number 3.
2,100 dollarinos on the line. And although I would certainly suggest that the Gross Noobs are the favourites going into this one, as the old saying goes, this is Rocket League, and you can never quite be sure of what's going to happen upon kickoff. But one thing is for certain, Boyo, and is that the form book is being a little bit upset here. Is the I don't on the attack most likely, but the best chance, oh my word, coming through KAYDOP underneath the crossbar. No, it's not going to go that way from EKON. Forget anything that I was saying. The best quality chances go the way of the orange team.
That saying is really long, but we can condense it down to this as Rocket League anyway. EKON now off the corner and have a 50-50 with Torres will not work out too well. KAYDOP beaten out by KERNIAN. That's family out to the side. The pinch attempt is an attempt to say the least. RYSFOX off the backboard. EKON goes high, but the ball goes low. Torres beaten to it, and here comes KAYDOP. I didn't talk too much about him to begin with because you all know who KAYDOP is, but for those who somehow don't, this is 3-time world champion KAYDOP on your screens right now. The only person, well, one of 2 people, I guess, to have that title of you in Code Turbo having the 4-time one. Nevertheless, a rare title to have, one of the best of all time. He's playing
beautiful.
A great team, a great team of rising stars, perhaps, with RYSFOX and EKON trying to fight through to really push to the next level of French Rocket League.
2 elder statesmen, effectively, aren't they? KAYDOP and EKON, and that's why I really like it in combination with RYSFOX, one of the newer stars on the scene. Nice and chic for La Belgique, and even though there was a couple of moments there where, once again, I don't know, they're on the attack, they carve a good opportunity through ZAMUÉ. The long clears are working super nice for Gross Noobs, and you can see there RYSFOX looking to be the outlet, but while they're not in possession, there's 2 back in play, but that's not enough to stop the Irishman KERNIAN from whacking in an absolute banger.
You just smack it into net. EKON and KAYDOP have a little kiss on the way, forgetting to save the ball. 2 minutes gone on by, 1-0 start for I Don't Know. Well, I do know, it's the blue team.
My word. Talk about an upset against the run of play. Gross Noobs losing possession. They looked in control until the moment where they simply weren't. And there's ZAMUÉ again. Shark in the water, lurking, looking for the next opportunity. A demo on EKON. Torres through the corner, ZAMUÉ around the corner. Stopped. RYSFOX straight to Torres. Oh, intercepted by EKON. Had to be quick on that one. Half time. An unlikely 1-0 lead for I Don't Know.
RYSFOX will save it in the back line, and we're talking about the KAYDOP and EKON duoing up and being this kind of nice thing to see to develop these young French-speaking players, at least I know, because RYSFOX is Belgian. But nevertheless, I think an interesting way to look at this as well is the fact that KAYDOP and EKON have very different sets of experience and skills coming into this. EKON having a lot of things that KAYDOP lacks and vice versa. Because KAYDOP doesn't have the kind of bubble experience that EKON so possesses, and of course EKON does not have that top level experience that KAYDOP possesses. So they really offered a lot of different things to a team environment, and it's very interesting to see kind of how they can collaborate to, in a sense, just make a player better.
Team Vitality do visit the bubble scene, but you're absolutely spot on there. It is very much once in a blue moon, and usually it's to test things out. Look to case Zen, and now it's time to study what ZAMUÉ's got to offer. Ponderous as KAYDOP moves into the midfield, his pocket picked, and ZAMUÉ right on the money. Steals it away from RYSFOX. Double your money in terms of the lead, 2-0.
2-0 and 90 seconds to go. 2-0 to I Don't Know. But the Gross Noobs, they may have had a lot of the attack, a lot of the pressure. They've not done enough with it. The control of the ball has been great, but the execution not so much. KERNIAN to receive, a shot onto net to be easily saved by EKON. To push this ball up, it will be a slightly harder task. In the back wall it will go, and away off to the side. KAYDOP get it caught by RYSFOX. Will finally make it, but it's ZAMUÉ to Torres. Up to ZAMUÉ once again, perhaps. He's there for it. The ball bounces high. EKON can get the save.
It's a great adjustment from I Don't Know, and it's one very simple word that's quite easy to say for everyone at home. Pace. They have upped the pace, boyo, and that control and that calm has been wrestled away from them like a frothing hyena. They are now laughing in the faces of their opponents because they're taking too much time on the ball.
Well, here comes RYSFOX now to try and amp up the level of play. Good 50-50, we'll send it out to the corner, and with only KERNIAN back, EKON to try and receive, but no possession to be found. RYSFOX back with no boost in the tank. Out well by KERNIAN, and that is an own goal of the ages! That is a common trend of the Rocket RB stream today, and there's own goal number 3 for the stream and own goal number 1 for the series.
I didn't realise that we tuned into the comedy channel. That is quite the extraordinary own goal from KAYDOP, who finally gets on the board, but in the wrong net. And that really does sum up how this entire game has flown out of the hands of gross noobs here for a large part of that first 90 seconds, boyo. It looked like surely it was just to be a matter of time before they scored, but our time elapses now. Almost a fourth goes in for the blue team. Maybe a sign of consolation here as EKON travels up the pitch. RYSFOX not able to get a piece of it, and no goals scored. I don't know. They're pretty looking good.
Yeah, they very much are, and KAYDOP taking inspiration from former teammate Turbo Pulsar, but it's not going to be enough to win the series, and unfortunately, KAYDOP, you have to start scoring some goals in the other net. 3-0 for game number 1. Plenty of saves coming out for the gross noobs, but that's just because they got outshot 14-7.
Yeah, it's all good being nice and pretty and fancy and in control for the first 90 seconds, boyo, but if you're not fancy and pretty and in control for the rest of the game, that's going to happen to you. And I'm really disappointed by Gross Noobs because they didn't adapt at all. Like, if you've got a team that's ranking up the pressure and really starting to dial in the pace, surely you'd think, well, okay, let's try and counter that by, you know, playing fast ourselves. They didn't. They were really passive, and I don't know, were always going to win that match in those scenarios, in that set of circumstances, I should say.
And with Family pushing this ball upfield, trying to get an early chance onto net. KAYDOP sends it far, sends it wide. This is just the game of punting the ball either end of the pitch right now. Both teams trying to take a substantial piece of possession. KAYDOP not going to be found by RYSFOX. Big bump onto KERNIAN gives EKON a lot of space to work with. But that shot is a little bit too heavy. RYSFOX onto net, saved by TORRES, easy enough. But here comes KAYDOP to take it low. 1-0 start, and KAYDOP finds the first.
Much better. It's beautiful from RYSFOX. TORRES, it's not the greatest clear, is it? Goes a little too far into the central way rather than what would have been the safer option, which is to keep it more tightly knit to the backboard going into the corner. It just forces the opposition to go into that corner and set up another potential pass infield rather than have a free shot on target, which has ultimately led to that goal.
The ball drops down to KERNIAN now. Family waits on the side. Pass back to centre will be caught well by EKON. Sending it upfield, trying to stay on it. Attempting ground pinch will just travel wide. TORRES. By EKON, here comes KAYDOP off to the ceiling. Family. Pass one. Not pass another just yet. KERNIAN with a monster pinch will send it all the way upfield, but with no teammates in a position to play off of it, it will not matter too much.
The defense looking alright for Gross Noobs, although they're struggling to clear. ZAMUÉ. Waterfall pass down into the grateful arms of KAYDOP, who sends it to RYSFOX. Runs out a little bit too sloppishly to KERNIAN, but here's the clearance eventually coming through, not for long. A nice follow-up touch, however. And a demo from EKON onto ZAMUÉ relieves the offensive pressure that could potentially spike here from a counter-attack.
ZAMUÉ off to the side. EKON's going backwards, but he'll still make the save. Into centre, RYSFOX has to be quick, and quick he is. In a great position as EKON, but he cannot make the touch in time. KAYDOP to centre, that's almost in, but TORRES is quick to make that last touch. Here's EKON though, not going to slow down. Back into centre, back down the other way. You cannot stop KAYDOP, but TORRES can for just a moment.
Clearance through KERNIAN. ZAMUÉ. Looking for a really cute touch, didn't find it. Going back towards net. The pressure from RYSFOX forces it round the world. ZAMUÉ. That's a nice touch, but KAYDOP equal to it. KERNIAN finds Torres. No, it's not going to even reach Torres. Fast and fanciful from RYSFOX, who's there on the scene again. Underneath KERNIAN. Beautiful application on the shot, on the stroke of half-time. There's a second for the noobs.
Great work from RYSFOX off the receiver. The pass is great as well from KAYDOP. 2 minutes 30 seconds to go, and Gross Noobs are looking like what we expected from them. This is what we expected to see in game 1, and finally we're being granted it in game number 2.
Yeah, it's still not perfect, boy, not by any stretch of the imagination. However, they're doing the basics right, and they're working that defense really nicely to the extent where they've managed to get that control back. This has been a series which has largely found plenty of success in the midfield rather than in front of either box. I realize that sounds a little bit silly to say on first inspection, having seen 3 goals go in for one team in game number 1 and now 2 here in game number 2, but it all comes down to that chance creation, and on the face of it in game number 2, all of the chance creation going the way of the team in orange.
Well, upfield Torres will send it. Has family waiting in centre. Great bit of defensive work there from RYSFOX. Gives EKON time to get on that ball. Exactly that he will do. Here comes KAYDOP diving on in. EKON is causing a mess in the back line. Learning from his potential, former teammate of Faco, the demo king of the EU bubble scene for quite some time. The original demo merchant. See if EKON win a thing or two from him.
Potential double commit there. Well handled. EKON very much leading the way on this one, making the call. Oh, RYSFOX, it doesn't even
EKON!
RYSFOX completely scuffed the bump ahead, but EKON wasn't taking no for an answer here, boyo.
EKON decided to just run right through them. 3-0. A minute 10 on the clock. Gross Noobs are looking great.
3-0 to a 3-0. There might still be more on the way. I don't really see many of it coming the way of the blue team, although they do have a chance now. Oh, so much better from EKON. Just the reactions off, and even off the line. There's KAYDOP to put on the cape, but Torres with another shot. Doesn't fall onto the ball as EKON spiked it high. And ZAMUÉ in field looking for Torres, but RYSFOX now has the length and breadth of the pitch to plant it home. It's a 4.
Gross Noobs have made a statement in game number 2. Dominant. 42 seconds to go, and it is 4-0 for the side in orange. Looking to tie up this series with absolute ease.
We're a decade on, my friends. We're a decade on, but Ilves, 10 years ago, they asked, what does the Fox say? Goals, 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 goals. And Torres looking for one of his own. But EKON provides the save, and a clean sheet now would just be the final cherry on top of this beautiful bake. To get this one home, to really shove it in the face of their opponents, to effectively make it a best of 3. I think that's pretty much beyond doubt at this stage, boyo.
It has been such a long time since KAYDOP played his first ever tournament. Back in January 2016, he won any tournament, surprisingly enough, getting first place overall. Now he's here in 2023 October, still fighting for first place in any tournament that he can. EKON and RYSFOX right beside him doing a great job. RYSFOX 3 goals to his name. This game's already over.
No, yeah.
1-1 in the series. And this is going to be a good one for Gross Noobs. They will be feeling as confident as ever.
Only business, boyo. Only business. The improvement is stark. The improvement is there for everybody to see. Not as many shots on target as I don't know had in game number 1 to make up their 3 goals. But let's flip that around. Let's turn that into praise. Despite the fact that they only had 8 shots on target, Gross Noobs, every single one of them counted bar 1. Because the 5 that didn't go into the back of the net, 3 of the... Sorry, did I miscount? I miscounted. My apology. Every single one of them did count because of the 5 that didn't go in. 3 of them forced out saves. There is, of course, a fine margin. Sometimes they hit the post and there's no need for a save, but it still gets registered as a shot. So every single one of those shots on target, forcing a save, or in the case of the 5 goals that went in, not forcing a save. They go in really impressive, and I hope for their sakes that they carry that momentum here into game number 3.
We're certainly going to be hopeful. game number 3, an important one for either team. The winner, of course, will head to match point and be 1 game away heading to the grand finals. But that 1 game will still have to be won, of course, so even this game win will not be the end all, but it will certainly be a great start.
Yeah, 100%, and it's a money game, of course, a money series. There's nothing to earn here in the semi-finals. Got to make it all the way to the grands, and then at least you can say that you're going home with something. You can put a bit of food on the table, perhaps. But the only food, the only currency that we accept here, Boyo, is goals. And well, there's been 8 scored so far, but no game as of yet where both teams have scored. Interestingly,
you're quite right. No team has been able to even mount the beginning of a comeback against the other just yet. Maybe that will change in this 3rd game of the series, with KERNIAN sending it long. We start the game at 1 minute gone by in a 0-0 affair. RYSFOX cut down by Torres. Here comes KERNIAN into centre. Torres lands perfectly on that one. That is a brilliant pass from KERNIAN. Saved well, but the placement is sublime.
We're starting to see a real upturn in quality. Even things like that interception is great, but that's not so great. Double commit, and RYSFOX with a mighty save to deny Torres. Just lacking boost, lacking positional awareness to pounce on what was a proper egregious error there, Boyo. Perhaps they were caught out by just how poor it was.
Torres, met by KAYDOP. One shot field. Here's KERNIAN. Not much boost in his tank. Trying to fight on through. EKON. Good save. Here's KERNIAN off to the corner now. The ceiling, KAYDOP tries to get the clearance away, but they're still stuck in their own half, struggling to get this ball to safety.
Yeah, grab the smalls, everyone, because we're setting up camp inside the orange half, going on a little bit of a road trip now, but how brief will it be? Actually, the counter-attack is the thing that runs out of fuel. Infield pass, and that was a bit of a hopeful wander into the box for EKON more than something with direction. Oh my word, Torres denied down one end, but a mighty save in the other. A huge mistake on both sides, both go unpunished.
Clearance upfield has been quickly turned back the other way. A big launch from RYSFOX. It might just go to net, but KERNIAN barely catches that one in time. Off to the corner, RYSFOX has to leave it. It's KAYDOP now. Rise high off the corner, can't make the connection. RYSFOX past one. ZAMUÉ. Away it will go. Here's EKON now sitting back. KAYDOP to receive off the side. RYSFOX gets the demo. Rosenwood having an attacking chance. 50-50. KERNIAN will get a miraculous save.
Torres. It's a simple throw downfield. EKON wins the race over KERNIAN, but here's ZAMUÉ. Torres wrestles possession into the hands of the blue team. But it's all a little bit too simple, but I don't know. Very much living up to the name right now, lacking creativity, but not for the want of trying. Good interception from EKON. He'll go for a pinch. It's not even really a pinch off the ceiling, is it? Just all of that good quality that we were seeing early on, Boyo. It's evaporated into the night sky.
Has some higher scoring games for the first and the second. Game 3 is looking like quite the opposite. It might just be a 1-goal game by the end of it. EKON to the back four, saved by KERNIAN. Here's RYSFOX now. 50-50 off the back. Well, he's got to try and look for a bump. Cannot find the connection on ZAMUÉ. KAYDOP. But reset, saved by Torres. RYSFOX. Once more. ZAMUÉ barely going to make that one in time. 50-50 sends it away. EKON back into centre. Torres. Beautiful play on the back wall. RYSFOX into centre. A minute left to go. This could potentially be an overtime game in our hand, Relic.
It's screaming demo play or big mistake for our breakthrough goal, and it could very well be the only goal that becomes the game-winning goal. Wow, ZAMUÉ rides the challenge well, but he's not going to ride the third. RYSFOX making very sure of that. The pinch goes sideways. Is ZAMUÉ meets that super well, doesn't get the second follow-up touch to put a shot on target. Here's RYSFOX. KERNIAN destroying KAYDOP off our screens. The defense is light. Maybe one final chance here for I don't know. The blue team go forward, and ZAMUÉ does so well to craft open an opportunity, but the team too conservative, the team lacking that belief, both teams, truthfully, lacking the belief that they can go on and win this game with style. As KAYDOP with another huge read. Open the book on that one, shall we? It is the overtime you were predicting, Boyo.
Cuts it close at the end there. KAYDOP has to make a last second diving save. It's ZAMUÉ. 1-on-1 against EKON, fighting for possession. EKON will win it to help with RYSFOX. Takes it low, but absolutely dunked onto the side wall. Here comes ZAMUÉ, but beaten by KAYDOP. Good touch there. KAYDOP's up. KAYDOP follows. KAYDOP sends it to the ground. Here's RYSFOX to try and play off of it. Stall for some time, let EKON and KAYDOP get into a better position perhaps. But it's KERNIAN. He gets a bump on one. He's a 1v1 mastermind. But he cannot do a 1v2 in the back line.
I don't know, the first team to really commit numbers forward. Almost like the old fork-style formations of seasons 7 and 8 of the RLCS. You have that one anchor-style player, two offensive players who can create between the pair of them. And nothing comes of it yet. Here's TORRES, taken out by RYSFOX. And EKON was looking for a quick punish, but he gets bumped, sort of rolls off the ball awkwardly. It's forced back into his own half. And there he is again. Tries again. And this time it's a little bit more successful, but they're hoarding that boost, the blue team. Plenty of resources to throw it away.
I'm getting worried about I don't know in their positioning right now. A lot of the times recently I've seen them all bunched up in a stack of 3. Double commits, triple commits coming out. That's on net from EKON. KAYDOP done the heavy lifting, and EKON there to finish off his work. Yeah, so it's a big demo off-screen from RYSFOX. Because TORRES has been lured into the challenge on KAYDOP, and because KAYDOP's had that late flick, it means that effectively all of the hard work that TORRES has done to get into the position to meet the ball at the source is totally wasted, because that strong connection that can result from a pinch between two cards throws the ball in a direction that nobody's in. Instead, it just trickles out of both of their metaphorical hands into the path of EKON. Nice comms here from Gross Noobs as well to get him into that area, to have an easy shot on target. They are the ones that head on to match point. No one can stop. The KAYDOP will be echoing from all of his fans as he heads to match point in our best of 5 series. One more game win, and we'll see KAYDOP, EKON, and RYSFOX in the grand final of the Rocket Baguette Rendez-Vous. But will it so happen in Game 4? Will it happen in Game 5? Or will it even happen at all? That is a question, Relic.
It is indeed, and I'm not so much a betting man, especially in what is a very topsy-turvy sort of series that's kind of gone into a bit of a grind through game number 3. I think we're going to see a similar game here in game number 4, unless I don't know, recognize the situation that they're in, recognize that they really did run out of ideas in the final third across that last 5-minute period, and decide to throw the Hail Mary early on, try and get Gross Noobs under the pressure that they cracked quite spectacularly under in game number 1. I mean, goodness, there was no goals for them in game number 1, so they must have been doing something right, I don't know.
ZAMUÉ onto net early on. RYSFOX with a diving save. KAYDOP got tie over 1. There's EKON pushing it upfield. RYSFOX went for the commit as well, makes it in a bit of an awkward position. ZAMUÉ off to the side. Here comes KAYDOP. Good 50-50, good dunk. Off to the backboard. Can KERNIAN get it away? Yes, he can. Off to the side. But RYSFOX, I don't know where they go very far.
Difference here from Gross Noobs, positionally speaking, it's a higher press. And they've identified an issue here, which I didn't necessarily figure out. I mean, there's bigger issues on hand just a moment before I tell you all. They do eventually get it away, but they're not clearing well. They're clearing okay, up to the halfway line or so, but we're not seeing any big booming route 1 clearances. RYSFOX not going to deny ZAMUÉ, and that's a little bit better. That's the first decent clearance they've had in a long, long time. EKON caught off guard. RYSFOX doesn't clean up the mess. And that is a lifeline if you're an I Don't Know fan.
That is a big mistake in the back line there, the touch. Not positioned well enough to get a good clearance away. They get punished for it, but as you mentioned, I Don't Know, but feeling very, very good about that one. A good turn of pressure. They got a goal on the board after quite some time. They're a little bit more confident now that they finally have a lead, but how long will that lead last? Well, KAYDOP on the attack will not get the goal. RYSFOX have to be careful in the back line. Passing it into centre, not going to come of it just yet. It's EKON upfield. TORRES to catch off the ceiling, it will go. Down low, KERNIAN. The corner met by EKON. KAYDOP. Into centre is EKON. For RYSFOX on to the net. Save by TORRES. But KAYDOP's not going to let that one slow down. He's not letting that one go anywhere. It's back to centre, back for EKON, into centre once again in front of net. KAYDOP another shot to net, this time saved by TORRES. They're going to keep blasting shots until eventually it goes in. Luckily for I Don't Know, their defense has been stellar.
I don't know. It's an early goal. Rattled the Hornets' nest. Oh, bit more accuracy, ZAMUÉ. A little more to the right. And it's a freebie. It's a second, but it's not to be, boy. How many Rocket League games have we seen hinging on those sorts of moments? Just about half the game left to go, and Gross Noobs with the warning shot of all warning shots. If they want to finish it here, they got to change the narrative now.
That post, the killer of so many great opportunities. It's RYSFOX off the pass into centre. No one there to receive the shot, not on net. KERNIAN to pass it round into centre once more. Looking for a bump. KAYDOP. Finally, it's a demo on KERNIAN. ZAMUÉ will get that ball away. KAYDOP to stay on it. Needs some help from RYSFOX to keep the pressure alive. EKON waits in centre. Off the ceiling, it will bounce. EKON pass there to KAYDOP. They keep on continuing, but they cannot make anything of it. RYSFOX 50. Massive win for TORRES.
Yeah, otherwise that was going to be 2-0. And that might be hook, line, and sinker for game number 4. But still, it remains only 1-0. And while it does remain 1-0, as Ralph Wiggum would say, I don't know, haha, I'm in danger. And they really would be if EKON's able to smush it to get the backboard, does so. Oh, what a touch away. I think it was KERNIAN in there, or was it TORRES? Doesn't matter, they deserve their accolades. 90 seconds now remain.
Clock keeps on ticking. So many chances have came the way of Gross Noobs, but none have found the back of the net. Off the sidewall, KAYDOP's touch. Here comes RYSFOX. Sends it high. KERNIAN can't make much of it. KAYDOP pass. EKON off the double commit. You cannot be making mistakes like that when you need a goal. You have got to play the perfect position. RYSFOX in the centre for KAYDOP. It will fall. Pushing that ball upfield. That touch is not ideal. A loss of possession. Found well by RYSFOX, and it rolls on around the corner. Family. The centre. It's EKON now. KERNIAN the cat takes it off his teammate, but takes it out of harm's way with that.
There's some There's some really fortuitous moments here, boy. I'm telling you now. I mean, the defense is really good on paper, but sooner rather than later, this orange attack is going to eventually break it open. I want to see that one final goal to put this into bed.
Off the ceiling, RYSFOX to EKON. They are hunting for an equaliser, as you mentioned. Back at the end of Game 2, there has not been a game where both teams have scored, and this might just continue the pattern. EKON off to the side, the clock is ticking down. 20 seconds left now. Up is KAYDOP, saved by KERNIAN. RYSFOX leaves it for EKON, but he gets in too late. Family, that's an easy save for him to make. RYSFOX has to get this ball up to the other end of the field. With the help of EKON, it might just be possible. KAYDOP is waiting patiently for a chance, but to the ground the ball will fall. I Don't Know win Game 4, and more importantly, Relic, they send it to Game 5.
That was a mighty performance from I Don't Know. I cannot stress that enough. Under the cosh for the majority of the game. However, they deal with everything so sweetly and so succinctly. They earned every bit of luck that they received this game. Even the odd mid-air roll, for example, that we saw from KERNIAN earlier, where he rolls into the path of the ball when that could, just a second later, become a shot opportunity for Gross Noobs. It's outstanding. It's one of the best 1-0 performances that you'll see at this level of Rocket League.
Well, we're just waiting to get ready for Game 5. A slight disconnect happened at the end there for KAYDOP, but nevertheless, game number 5, only one of these teams can survive. Only one of these teams can make it to the grand final. Spending $100 as the prize pool, $1,500 to go to first place, $600 for second. This is a match to guarantee $600 at least. Both of these teams are fighting hard for it, Relic, all the way to that 5th game.
Yeah, and it's difficult to really tell anybody what way it's going to go. There's usually coming off the back of game 4, I would say, yes, Team X has all this momentum to work with. They are the favorites moving into game number 5, but as impressive as that 1-0 was handled from I Don't Know, as I alluded to, Gross Noobs were the stronger team, making the more chances, unlucky not to score, moments here and there going against them. If they continue to play like that straight off the rip in game number 5, I don't see why they shouldn't be favored. But like I say, it's really nip and tuck.
Just quickly, while we're waiting for all the technical issues to get sorted for this game, a quick reminder over in the Rocket Baguette stream, Monkeys versus No Clue is currently taking place. I'll let you know now that it is in game 4. 2-1 the series score is for No Clue, and 1-1 currently in that 4th game. So to find out who could potentially be the opponent of one of these two teams, I recommend opening up the Rocket Baguette stream just at the same time. You don't need to click off of any particular stream. You do not need to go anywhere. Just have 2 tabs open. Your PCs can run Rocket League. You can handle 2 tabs at once. Come on.
Look, just, throw the quality down to 360p. Everything will be fine. Everything, you can listen to the wonderful voices. I imagine it's probably buoyant on this one. Is it 1-1 in game number 4? Look at that. While we have technical issues with our game, we could take a look at their game. And this was another really great semi-final. Honestly, I think we were looking at it in the green room and thinking this might be the more competitive. As it turns out, we've had a really great series on our side as well. But No Clue with a super strong opportunity to earn their own grand final berth.
100%, and we're just trying to get the technical issues sorted out, and it looks like we might all just be sorted. Perfect timing, because KAYDOP was disconnected and Torres was gone, and they've came back at the exact same time. So it seems like we're ready to go. Game number 5. Get things underway. Relic, one of these teams can make the finals. Who have you got going there?
I'm going to stick with my heart on this one. I think that Gross Noobs have enough in them to get this one over the line, but with a bit of a mistying of the shoelaces on kickoff, straight away in the first 5 seconds, KAYDOP and EKON tripping over each other. It's not the most convincing of starts, but it's not about how you start, boyo. It's about how you finish. RYSFOX 1-0.
Hate to tell you, this is still about how they start. This is quite literally the start of game 5, and it is the start of the goals coming away of RYSFOX. 20 seconds in, and 1-0 for Gross Noobs.
Well, sometimes even the most beautiful of maneuvers are born out of mistakes, and RYSFOX, no, sorry, I should lie. RYSFOX has been followed up upon by EKON. To be fair, RYSFOX was long gone. Exploded by the time this one finished, but at least EKON has been able to make hay while the sun has shined from a very unconvincing kickoff to a really strong kickoff. Could not have gone any worse for I Don't Know had they been trying.
Well, rising high is KAYDOP off to the side. ZAMUÉ, pass to Torres. RYSFOX to be beaten to that ball, but ZAMUÉ on to net, saved by KAYDOP. RYSFOX upfield, it will be sent. Pass not going to be connected upon. Here's ZAMUÉ now to take control once again. EKON takes his time to Torres into centre. KERNIAN to the corner now. Torres 50-50. RYSFOX beaten. Torres in possession. And Relic, we've got a big thing to mention here. This is the first game this series where both teams have scored.
The game 5 vibes, the purest of bicycle kicks. That you don't often see that especially at pro level, because you're not allowed the time and space to get away with it. A proper, bona fide bicycle kick in our esport. We are blessed this day, and we've still got the lion's share of the 5 minutes yet to go. 3:45 on the clock.
The time will keep on ticking, but there is plenty of it left for both teams. EKON's in a great position, but he cannot get the power necessary. ZAMUÉ comes in a bit too quick for him. RYSFOX now off the corner. It's KAYDOP trying to bring it to centre for EKON. Torres, don't know what he's up to, but he doesn't know either. Roll it round the back corner, it will go. Torres leader for ZAMUÉ. The two Spanish teammates linking up with an Irishman. making it work well. And it's KERNIAN in control, looking for his Spanish comrades.
Torres trying to make up for the earlier error. This ball still lingering in the blue half. Get it away, they say. Get it away, they demand. Well, get it away, they might finally do through the hands of Torres yet again, who's playing it nice and slow. Got support right through the front line. Gets it away from the first defender, but not able to get it away from the second here. KAYDOP now on the counter-attack. Flip reset. The bump, and RYSFOX denied with the near post by Torres, who follows up with a demo as well to allow a second counter-attack to initiate, but it's kind of been a bit wasted. A heavy-handed touch from ZAMUÉ.
EKON on the back wall. Can't make the connection there. It falls into center. Here's ZAMUÉ. Big launch, sends it long. RYSFOX the catch off the ceiling. Is anyone there to get involved? KAYDOP dives on by, but by all that they can say inside of I don't know. By KAYDOP, can we take possession? Into center, save by KAYDOP. RYSFOX watching that ball upfield. Torres back to KERNIAN now. EKON has to run to the backfield to make sure he can get that save in time. It's KAYDOP to RYSFOX. Saved by ZAMUÉ, but RYSFOX will try and get on it once again if he can find the pass from KAYDOP. The pass, though, not going to be connected upon.
Which is strange, because short passing accuracy, I would argue, has been at an all-time high in game number 5. There's been a real good sense of communication across both sides, and a nice sense that both sides are reading each other pretty well. It's back to that high quality that we were witnessing at the beginning of game number 3, where both have come to a standstill. The only real difference on this occasion, Boyo, is that 3 goals have gone in rather than the none, and that's only going to benefit RYSFOX as more time is burned off the clock.
Big launch away. ZAMUÉ taking his time, takes it under RYSFOX. 1-on-1 against EKON, the ball will go high. Big save by KAYDOP, but here comes KERNIAN. RYSFOX cannot make the connection, but Torres, what can he do about it? That one drops into center, where it's a big diving save from KAYDOP.
Just approach it from a different angle. This pinch into no man's land. ZAMUÉ hits that center circle almost, but it's rinse and repeat the commentary time. Into no man's land, finally putting together a more worthy name of an attack. KAYDOP with the read. That's a weak shot, and it's so weak that RYSFOX, the furthest forward of any of the defenders, is the one fishing it off the line. What about Torres? Over one. Oh, he was like the top pocket, can you believe? And another short shot. I appreciate the attempts to switch things up, but Boyo, you just gotta hit it hard.
You've just got to hit it hard, and it's something that they have lacked in the dying minute of this game. It is EKON to RYSFOX. Another goal, and it could just secure the game. ZAMUÉ to KERNIAN, the shot will be missed. KAYDOP to the corner. He sends it high. 50-50 will be won by KAYDOP, but here comes ZAMUÉ, saved by RYSFOX. ZAMUÉ back to centre. KAYDOP save. KAYDOP taking out his own teammates. He's enough. He's going solo. KAYDOP doesn't need teammates. He's KAYDOP, for goodness sake.
KERNIAN, last chance. Another double commit, but it's a big pinch. And I don't know, have pushed up high. Massive challenge from EKON all the way to the backboard. No chance to put it home, but the ball settles on the ground. 2 goals in 20 seconds, Boyo. It was enough to win Gross Noobs a ticket to the grand final.
Gross Noobs head to the final, and I don't know, their journey ends here. Top 4 is all they will find, and KAYDOP now has a chance to add an even better accolade than the 3-time world champion to his title. The first-time Rendez-Vous champion is on its way for KAYDOP to go aside that 3-time world champion. Who cares about 3-time world champion? We have a potential Rendez-Vous champion on the horizon.
With huge names such as Team 2. Whoa.
Big name. Team 4,
Lorry
actually.
drivers. Whoa. Incredible. Could it be that Gross Noobs, a name that actually is one of the most well-known EU bubble team names out there, could they cement themselves on top? Well, they're going to have to get through one of Monkey's or No Clue, of which an update on the scoreline, by virtue of going to the screen, Boyo, we have our answer. It is Game 5, and Monkey's in the lead.
Monkey's in the lead in game number 5, so I'll be honest. I don't want to keep you for too long because Boyan might hunt me down and kill me. So I'm just going to let you go over to the Rocket Baguette stream. We're going to head to a break. And when we find out who's in the grand final, you can be sure to watch it here. We'll see you then.